What to bring to the Philippines if you're moving here? Well, I gotta tell you, I made some big mistakes in that uh, decision. And the only thing I could tell you is it could have been a lot worse of the things that I had brought. And one of the things that really helped me big time, and I'm going to give you a link to it, is a checklist. The checklist was made up by Gio in the Philippines, Gio himself. And what had happened was I downloaded this sheet back in 2020, and I used this checklist completely from A to Z. And not knowing there really should be two checklists. One checklist when you're coming here just to visit, because there I made some serious mistakes also. I brought long pants, just shoes, all the normal things you think you might need here. But and it didn't really work out. You don't need as much stuff as you really think. And I was told that, but I felt real uncomfortable not bringing a lot more things that I thought I would need. I thought I needed a whole bunch of medicine. And what turned out to be was the medicine that I got out here, which is the exact same kind of medicine in the States. And it was so much cheaper. I got a diabetic medicine and it was costing me like 550 a month for this medicine. And then when I came here in the Philippines, I learned that same exact medicine, it looked identical, it was the same brand name. And I was getting it for $30 a month. Crazy. I learned a lot of things with that, but watch the video. It's going to tell you some do's and don'ts. I'll catch you on the back end of that. If you check the link down below, I got permission from Geo to put that checklist on my link page. Or you could go to geointhephilippines.com website, and what you'll see in that, you'll see a red bar that says PDF file checklist. You can print it right from there. But I'm going to hook it up with my link on the thing on my page, but it will be the exact same checklist. Catch you on the other side.
What to take when moving to the Philippines is an essential question that many expats find themselves asking. Today we will be exploring this very question by covering 10 items what to take when moving to the Philippines, other considerations. What not to take when moving to the Philippines, and finally end with some simple but effective tips on moving to the Philippines. In this video, we will be covering the 10 most essential items to take when moving to the Philippines. Travel insurance. It is absolutely essential to buy travel insurance before traveling to the Philippines, or anywhere abroad. While the country is safe to travel in, like any foreign country, medical issues, flight delays, and theft are still very real threats. Lots of cash. While credit cards are becoming more widely accepted in large cities, the more rural areas and small towns are still predominantly cash-based. Be sure to bring some cash with you to exchange, as well as a debit card for making ATM withdrawals. Small bills are essential as many local stores and taxis won't have change for 1,000 or 500 Philippine pesos bills. Bring a money belt to protect your cash as well. Reef-safe sunscreen. Most of the activities in the Philippines are outdoors, and you'll want to protect yourself from the sun. However, normal sunscreens aren't safe for the beautiful coral reefs or marine life in the Philippines. Use reef-safe sunscreen like Sunbum to keep the environment clean and avoid looking like a lobster throughout your entire trip. Bring more clothes from your home country. The Philippines is a tropical country that's warm and humid basically year-round. Therefore, you'll want clothing that will keep you cool and dry. Unlocked cell phone. Many Filipino tour companies, hotels, and restaurants do not have websites, and can only be reached by phone. I strongly recommend bringing an unlocked cell phone and buying a local Globe or Smart SIM card when you arrive. GoPro holder. A GoPro is the perfect adventure companion for water activities, and there are a lot of these in the Philippines. I took my GoPro with us while diving, snorkeling, hiking, and surfing in the Philippines, and it barely has a single scratch on it. Plus, the photos are awesome. Moving to a new country as an expatriate involves careful planning. The items you bring will depend on your personal needs, lifestyle, and the specific circumstances of your move. Here's a general list of items to consider bringing to the Philippines. Lightweight backpack. Backpacks are also a priority when you investigate what to take when moving to the Philippines, as they are often used when living in the Philippines. The Philippines is known for its beautiful islands, city life, and tropical mountains. All of these venues will require some form of safe storage and backpacks on the way forward. Suitcase locks. Suitcase locks are not just for suitcases but can be used for lightweight backpacks, as mentioned a moment ago. Although I have never had any personal trouble with safety in the Philippines, I instinctively lock my backpack up, especially when I'm on the beach taking a swim in the sea. Therefore, locks are a convenient tool to take when moving to the Philippines. Masks. As you know, masks are an important part of life in the Philippines as an expat at this current time. Even though this will likely decrease in the future, masks are mandatory. You can purchase masks locally, but for the initial flight and the first few days, you may become very hot, and the masks can become dirty and sticky. Thus, it is recommended to purchase a small pack of disposable masks before you go. Battery packs. Battery packs are also handy for those who need to use their laptop or phone regularly. For example, many expats living in the Philippines often use their mobile devices and Google Maps to find new places, and a flat battery in a remote area is a nightmare. This is where the usefulness of battery packs comes in. Other checklist areas to consideration when moving to the Philippines. Health insurance. When investigating what to take when moving to the Philippines, health insurance is often a popular topic. Still, the question is, should you arrange your health insurance locally or in the Philippines? There are pros and cons to both arrangements. Often expats arrange short-term insurance and, once in the Philippines, obtain long-term insurance. This is because health insurance is often cheaper and more convenient in the Philippines. Home comforts. I regret not bringing some home comforts, but thinking about what to take when moving to the Philippines was the last thing on my mind. If you are planning to move to the Philippines as a foreigner, bringing some small but valuable home comforts may not seem like a big deal, but in the long term, they are priceless. Other forms of identification or important documents. As a foreigner living in the Philippines, you may decide at some point to obtain a long-term visa, rent a vehicle, or even purchase a condominium. Through these transactions, identity and essential documentation may be needed. Therefore, it's often recommended having a small folder of documents that may be called upon when moving to the Philippines. An emergency fund. This one is a huge part of moving to the Philippines as a foreigner. You likely have some income stream or retirement, which is fantastic. But one area to also focus on is to make sure that you have an emergency fund of at least $1,000 minus $2,000. This is a good amount to aim for to avoid any unpleasantness. VPN. Virtual private networks are designed to create private and protected internet connections. However, VPNs have been under criticism over the years, as some claim they are not as strong as the companies advertise. Nonetheless, if you have some private business matters or financial statements you wish to keep safe, a VPN might be one consideration to make when moving to the Philippines. Download relevant apps. The last item that you may wish to add to a checklist when moving to the Philippines is relevant apps. Grab is one of those apps. Grab is essentially Uber in the Philippines and can save you a great deal of money, especially in airport transfers. What not to take when moving to the Philippines, and finally end with some simple but effective tips on moving to the Philippines. Please take note what not to take when moving to the Philippines. These items can be purchased locally, are available, and are affordable. Alcohol. Pesticides. Importation of any household urban pesticides shall require prior FDA, Food and Drug Administration, release. Dangerous drugs, controlled precursor and essential chemicals are subject to the regulations of the Dangerous Drugs Board, DDB, and Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, PDEA. Final checklist tips on what to take moving to the Philippines. Shop via Amazon or a similar online marketplace. Always have a financial safety net when moving to the Philippines. As mentioned earlier, if you are moving to the Philippines as a foreigner, then it's essential to add a financial safety net to your Philippines checklist. If you do not have this, then it's recommended to build a safety net as soon as possible. Create an exit plan at the back of your mind. Tell your bank you're leaving. Make sure to tell all your various credit cards and debit cards that you are moving abroad. Sometimes a bank will put an alert on one card and not the other, so it really helps to call the bank directly and speak with someone. There's nothing worse than getting locked out of your account just after moving to a foreign country. The last tip when moving to the Philippines is always to have some exit strategy at the back of your mind. But as you know, anything can happen, both good and bad. Who knows, someone may even give you a fantastic opportunity that you cannot refuse. Thus, having an exit strategy is highly recommended. The best thing about the Philippines is the people. You will never encounter a more optimistic group in all your life. Filipinos help one another when they are in trouble. Economically, the country has a lot to offer and attracts more and more interest from foreign investors who consider working in the Philippines. A chance to establish themselves in the region. The people of the Philippines are some of the most welcoming and friendly in the world. They treat expats as part of their own family, and many make close friendships with those who live in their neighborhood. English is one of 2 national languages here, so communication tends to be quite easy even if you don't speak Tagalog or another local language. In addition, there are plenty of activities to do with locals, from night markets and karaoke bars to beaches and islands just waiting to be explored. With so many diverse cultures, it's easy to find something that will pique your interest. The Philippines offers an incredible experience for expats and retirees alike, from stunning beaches and culture-rich cities all the way through to low living costs and friendly locals. This archipelago nation promises an unforgettable journey. Whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or financial freedom, moving to the Philippines can provide it all. The Philippines is home to some of the world's most stunning beaches and islands. Many expats choose to live in the Philippines. Many expats choose to live here due to its laid-back lifestyle with plenty of opportunities for swimming, surfing, or simply lazing by the beach with a cold beer in hand. The best part about living costs in the Philippines is that you can enjoy a high standard of living without breaking the bank. This means you still have plenty of money to spare for exploring your new home and all its amazing attractions, experiences, and opportunities.
You know what I've learned by watching this video? It brought back a lot of memories on some of the things I wish I would have brought and things I wish I did not bring. And me personally, I like cooking. So, but you need certain tools to do that. You need certain fry pans. You need certain pressure cookers. You need ovens. You know, and I could have brought those here instead of a lot of the things that I thought I was going to need. You might want to think about bringing those items with you if you like cooking. I brought at least 5 suitcases with all kinds of clothes. To be honest with you, I maybe have wore long pants maybe 4 times in the whole year, and that was going to a wedding, going to certain churches where you can't even go to church unless you're appropriately dressed. Those are old days. The old days, you couldn't go to a Catholic church unless you were properly dressed. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another video on just visiting and a checklist for that. And then I'm going to add another checklist of the things that I brought, I wish I would have brought. A couple of things you might want to think about is Pepto-Bismol. They don't sell Pepto-Bismol here. Tums. You're not going to find Tums out here. You know, You can go to some big grocery stores. They have a store called Landers and another store called S&R. And it's like a Sam's Club and a Costco. As a matter of fact, they will carry some of the brands for Kirkland. And as you well know, Kirkland is one of the manufacturers of things for Costco. So I'm going to do another video for just visiting, but you will see that checklist that I used. It's been updated according to Geo. I had the old version. He has now updated that, and that's going to be set up in the link below. I welcome your comments. Please tell me, any of you guys that are here now, tell me what you wish you would have brought so people could see that. And your comments are really welcome. So good luck, and I will talk to you soon.